last week and looking ahead to this week, what lessons were learned and what needs to be applied for the New England game?
Yeah, I think the lessons that were learned is that we need to start better. We need to start with more energy, be on the front foot. That kind of bit us in the butt the first half in New York, but the response that we showed in the second half was positive, and the energy that we had and the way that we dictated that game in the second half was really good. So to come out of there with a little bit of somewhat of a positive feeling is all right, but we've been working on that a lot this week.
Got it. You're missing a couple guys this week with Victor being away and Christian going off with the youth national team. You've been around the league a while. What's your sense? What's your feeling about playing through an international window?
Just part of it. Every team has certain guys that they're going to be missing, and we're obviously one of them. So I'm sure New England has a couple guys missing. I'm not sure. I don't know the guys, but that's why we have a bunch of guys on our roster, and everyone's going to step up and play their part. So we're excited, like I said, to get back to Audi and be in front of our fans and put on a good performance.
Great. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
Thanks. We'll go to Dave.
Hey, Steven. You were just talking about the importance of getting off to a fast start, and I think Bruce has some crazy stat about it. In some league, you get the first goal, you can at least get a result like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
You can talk about getting off to a fast start, but what are some of the mechanics of that you could share with us?
Yeah, we have to be better on the ball. I think we weren't great on the ball in New York. We have to be brave with it and keep the ball and especially pin them back in their own half. But it's also being buttoned up on both sides of the boxes. Defensively, we have to be better and not let as many goals in, and make sure that we're defending the box well. We know they have a lot of dynamic players in their attack, with Bo, Bobby Wood, and Carlos Hill. So it's important for us to keep track of all of them and know where they're at. But on the other side, like you said, the stats of scoring the first goal is big. So when we do have our chances, we got to punish them.
And Derek Williams, we talked to last week, and he was just talking about how instant clicking with you and partnership. Can you just share your side of that? Because that doesn't always happen.
Yeah, Derek's a veteran center back, and we've gotten on well throughout preseason, and obviously we're starting to play more games together and just get a better feel for each other. So we like to communicate a lot to each other, which I like as a center back partner, and we talk through certain things, and we'll have center back specific meetings after games where things that we did well, things that we could have done better, and so it's just a lot of dialogue going on between the two of us.
Next, we'll go to Bruce.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Good. Congrats on the goal. I know, obviously, you'd rather have the win, but it's a great header. Being that you guys are a threat diagonally on set pieces in corners, and anytime a ball's played up to Benteke, he'll knock it in.
Yeah.
Are we working on pick plays or set pieces in training ground to really free yourself up and Christian and other players, but most importantly yourself and Christian, in terms of getting open by a little bit of a pick play or any kind of plays that you guys are working on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that we have a pretty good-sized team, and it just depends on the way that certain teams line up defensively. Like with New York, they were pretty much zonal marking, and it was just basically everyone had smaller guys on them because that's usually how it works, and then it's just beating your guy to the spot. With man-to-man, we'll work on a lot of picks and try and free one of us up, but if not one of us, the other center back will be open, and so it's hard to mark that many people. And Christian draws a lot of attention, to be honest, so because he's so big and he's great in the air, so it kind of frees me up a little bit more as well. So we are an attacking threat on set pieces, and we need to get more of them.
Just a follow-up on defensive standpoint. They're really done very well this year on the wings. They're a threat on the wings. Obviously, as you know, center back, anything that's coming in from the side, you got to play the guy in front of you. You got to play the cross.
Yeah.
How are you working on those things in terms of the communication? It's got to be paramount.
Yeah, it's definitely it's different because some teams play with a single forward. Some teams play with two. So if they play with two, you know, basically everyone's got to pick up a man. If it's just one zones and the other one picks up the man. So just a lot of communication, like I said, with the other center back pairing, and then, you know, the fullback on the weak side. So basically, you know, we've worked on a lot of box defending. We have to get better at it. Like I mentioned before, we're leaking goals, and it's you know, it's on us to kind of right that ship.
Great. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.